Hey everybody, it's Ron from PickDawgz here with your PickDawgz morning show for Tuesday, August 4th, 2026. I'm joined with Bradley Johnson Francis. That is your middle name, correct?
Today it can be. Today it can be. It's actually Robert.
Bradley. Okay, Bradley Robert Francis.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a two-man show today, Brad. We've got a 15-game MLB slate and a one-game WNBA card as well. How are you doing this morning, Mr. Francis?
Ronald Romanelli, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. This kind of feels like a throwback Nerfy sweat party type of vibe, you know?
There we go.
We had some times together, so I think this is going to be a good show. I'm coming off a winning day yesterday, 2-1. I've had a winning day in 7 of the last 9. Number 1 in the last 7 days, so I'm feeling good. Also, I woke up today, and it's 58 degrees in Denver this morning. So
wow.
Football's not here yet, but I feel the fall energy kind of running through my veins right now. I feel good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, I was kind of telling Costi and Jeremy, this is the time of the year where you start to get those degen tingles where it's like football's on the horizon. You got the Hall of Fame game this Thursday. The leaves are starting to turn, not much, but they're starting. So we're getting close, and then all of a sudden we're going to be like, whoa, everything all at once. Maybe we need to take a breather here. Football, not too, college football, then the NFL, NBA, NHL right after that, and then college hoops, and then we're just in the thick of it.
But, then you're just, it's just life at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll try to enjoy these final few weeks of just baseball and some WNBA action. Of course, the CFL to go with it. But, yep, Jay and Brian both have the meat sweats. I think Brian actually has Ebola, was what he had meant. He gave me some of his symptoms, 101 fever, and then the rest I just kind of ad-libbed, and I think it's Ebola. So
yeah, if you ask me, that's Ebola.
Yeah.
That sounds right up the alley. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me for Brian to get Ebola. Out of anybody at PickDawgz, he'd be the most likely to get Ebola. But
I totally agree.
Yeah. We'll see how he does. Maybe he'll be on tomorrow or Thursday. He usually shows up. We'll see if he can make it. But anything else you want to talk about before we get into it? I know we've got the Hall of Fame game, like I mentioned, on Thursday. Panthers, Cardinals. I was trying to do some depth chart research. It looks like Jacoby Brissett might actually play for Arizona for a few reps, and then Gardner Minshew and Carson Beck.
Yeah. I mean, look, we talked about this last week behind the scenes. I know what my play is going to be, and I'm in agreement with Brian. I don't know if I'm not going to exploit it on here, but I think there's an easy play.
Okay, and then for Carolina, Bryce Young will not be playing, but it should be Kenny Pickett in the first quarter, first couple drives, and then Haynes King for the Panthers.
Oh, so Kenny P is going to get some action.
I believe so. That's what I mean. Okay. Could change. So we'll see. But I don't think most starters for both teams won't play, but Jacoby Brissett might actually get some action. But it should be a heavy dose of the mustache man, Gardner Minshew.
Okay, I like that. Arizona. I mean, if I need to win a preseason game, Gardner Minshew's not a bad guy to have.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But I think Kenny P could be a sleeper too as a preseason quarterback as well.
Yeah, not a bad option. Both guys have ample starting quarterback experience. So
yeah,
I think it just comes down to kind of later in that game when you see, 2 quarters of Haynes King, you're like, yeah, you did great against the ACC, but now we're in the big league.
There you go. Yeah. We'll have to see. But, also post MLB trade deadline, pretty active deadline, at least compared to last year. Scooble was the big fish. He went a few days earlier than the deadline, but we saw a lot of depth pieces on the move. We saw even young players with some years of control, like Adley Rutschman, traded as well. So it was a very busy deadline. The sellers sold, that's for sure. The Angels and the Mets pretty much depleted their entire bullpens. The Mets at least still have Devin Williams, but the Angels are actually a decent bullpen. They got rid of basically everybody, and they have some injuries there. So they could be the worst bullpen in the league and probably the worst team in baseball now on paper are the LA Angels. Any surprises or anything you saw interesting in the deadline?
I mean, the big market's cleaned up. I thought Adley to the Red Sox was a good fit. Adding another piece like that, especially with the way they're playing. AL, watch out for the Boston Red Sox. I think the Yankees getting Luis Garcia Jr. was a great pickup for them. I mean, he was just been fantastic for the Nationals. Just a guy who's kind of flied under the radar because he played for a team like the Nationals, but good locker room guy, good clubhouse guy, and all around it's been really coming into himself this season. So, and then what I do like is we're going to see Freddie Peralta start today for the Tampa Bay Rays. I think that new look pitching in Tropicana Field, more of a team like the Brewers, I would say. I think we could see maybe a late resurgence from Freddie Peralta joining the Tampa Bay Rays. I mean, I think you mentioned it yesterday. If Nick Martinez could pitch the way he's been pitching in the Trop, I think Freddie Peralta could have a nice little bounce back. So I do like that move for the Tampa Bay and Freddie. And then, Luis Arraez to the Phillies, another big market team. Just got a great piece. They definitely need that. They've been very home run dependent this year. So getting a contact hitter like that for the Phillies. So I think a lot of teams made the right moves. And unfortunately for some of these smaller market teams, I think it hurt them even more. But that's baseball for you.
Yeah, well, at least the Pirates actually made some moves this year. They bolstered up that bullpen. Luke Weaver, of course, one of the bigger pieces on the market. The Pirates get him for a pretty cheap price, and then they get Kirby Yates as well. So the bullpen's looking a lot better in Pittsburgh, but is it going to be enough? We'll see. But yesterday, that bullpen shut it down. They needed a lot of innings out of the bullpen against the Brewers, and they got it out of some jams. Soto got out of a jam. So it's I still believe in this Buccos team. I don't know. I think they're definitely going to go over that win total at 73.5 to 76.5. I think they'll be a winning record team, but can they slip into the playoffs? There's a lot of teams in an NL wildcard race, so we'll see if they get in there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because we see the Padres starting to play better. The Diamondbacks have really picked it up. It's going to be interesting who could fit in there, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for all of those teams at the bottom.
Yep, should be fun to watch. But we've got, like I said, a full MLB slate today. We can get into it now. We'll take our time with today's baseball card.
Yeah.
Unless you got somewhere to be.
Quick question. Quick question, Ronald. Has the bowling game improved, or are you? I know it's off season for you. Are you taking a break, or are you still hitting the lanes weekly?
We actually, tomorrow is going to be the first day of the new season. It's like the preseason where we learn the new patterns. Mm-hmm. Still got a 215 as my high.
Okay.
But I did bowl at 199 the other week. So, my average is still in the mid ones, but we've had a couple of peaks, and that was my first season as a bowler. We'll see how this fall season goes, but I'm feeling pretty good about it.
That's big. Yeah, keep me updated.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a lot of fun. You have something to look forward to every week, but we'll see if my game improves. Or I think this is going to be tougher oil patterns this year in the fall league, so my score might drop a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
We've got 15 games. We'll start in Baltimore, where the Orioles host the Angels. It's going to be Grayson Rodriguez facing his former team in that one. Still waiting for the starter for the O's. We've got the Angels and the Reds, JT Ginn and Brady Singer on the mound in that one. And then the Mets and the Guardians. Sean Manaea was mentioned as a potential trade piece, but the Mets hold on to him. Really, rather than hold on to him, that means they couldn't get rid of him. And Joey Cantillo on the other side for Cleveland. Anything for you in these first three, Mr. Francis?
Yeah, Reds Athletics. I mean, it just seems crazy paying minus 130 with the Reds, but I think that's the only way I would go in this one. I mean, Brady Singer, after a horrendous start to the season, was an absolute auto fade for me. Anytime I saw Brady Singer on the slate, I would go the other way. He's given up two or fewer runs in 8 of his last 10 starts. He shut out the Guardians in his last start. He's been fantastic. And, the A's were once a fun, electric team coming into the season, but they have completely fallen off a cliff. They suck. You say the Angels might be the worst team as of right now. I mean, a 7-game series, I might take the Angels over the Athletics, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong. I do love me some JT Ginn. Kind of had a bit of a coming out party this season, but it would be Reds for me. I do like an under too, though. I think both these guys could deal. So, and also both these offenses I wouldn't say the Reds offense, but the Athletics offense is just horrendous. I don't know how this thing goes to 9, even in this ballpark. So I like the Reds, and I like an under as well.
All right. Nothing for the other two?
You said Angels Baltimore. I mean, is it Cade Povich for Baltimore?
It could be. There's no official starter, but it could be.
I believe it's Cade Povich. And that game is, if it's Cade Povich, I'm all good on that. And then it's Mets Guardians. I would lean Guardians. It's just the price, a little expensive to take the Guards, but I think with Cotillo on the mound, Guardians at home here. I would take a shot with them. We just saw the Mets get smoked by the Marlins at home. The Mets are still just a fade for me, so it would be a lean towards the Guardians, but I just feel like I'm a bit outpriced there.
Yeah, for me with the Guardians and even the Orioles, it's like I do think it's going to take a few games for the markets to recalibrate the bullpens for the Mets and Angels with how they were the bright spots of those teams with good numbers in the last couple of months. But now it's nothing like the bullpen it was. I mean, Weaver was a huge piece for the Mets, sub-2 ERA, got out of so many jams. Brazoban had his purpose as well. Raley and Minter as lefties. So now this Mets bullpen, everybody steps up a spot. Williams is still your closer, but he's been a little bit shaky with ERA above 4. It's not a great Mets bullpen, and it's just a lot of uncertainty there. You got some fun pieces like Jeffrey Yan, who's one of the more electric minor league players. I don't know if you've seen him, but yeah, when he strikes out or gets a big out, he usually jumps up in the air and like fist pumps, and he's just really cool to watch. He's got good velocity, so it'll be fun to watch. But it's still a Mets team that's got Manaea, who's inconsistent. The offense has been inconsistent. Cantillo's coming off a good outing. He's pitched pretty well at Progressive Field, and the Guardians just have a major bullpen advantage. So for me, I would take the Guardians in the full game. I wouldn't be shocked to see the Mets have the lead through the first 5 innings or so, but in the end, I think the Guardians just too much with that bullpen advantage, and I think Cleveland walks away with the win. I think it's kind of similar to the Orioles game where I think that this should be closer to minus 180, 200 in Baltimore's favor, even with a guy like Povich on the mound, because you've got Grayrod, a 7.98 ERA and an expected ERA at 7.93. I mean, he's been miserable. Yes, he's got a revenge game here against his former team, but that doesn't matter enough for me. And the Angels bullpen, no Silseth, no Yates, no Zafarian, no Suter, and now no Sam Bachman, who's injured. The rest of those guys were traded. This was a good bullpen before, not anymore. And I think that the Orioles do enough early and late to walk away with the win. And I got an announcement. Pitching change. It's going to be, okay, Zach Littell is out. Carson Palmquist is in for the Nationals today. I think the Orioles, they're not out of it. They're still a good, how many games out of the wild card? I mean, even being 4 games under, they're only 2.5 games out of that final wild card spot. So this is a must win and maybe even a must sweep series for the O's as they get a chance to play the worst team in baseball.
Do you get like a little ring in your ear when there's a pitching change? Is that what that was?
Yeah, just pitching change. Yeah, that's why it kind of took me off guard. I'm not used to it on the shows, but pitching change. And I took to my screen. Yeah, Carson Palmquist will be your starter.
Okay.
But we move on. We've got that game now. Nationals, Phillies. We thought it was Littell and Luzardo. It's going to be Palmquist and Luzardo. Phillies are big favorites in that one. They made a nice comeback yesterday, down 3-0 early, pretty much in the late innings as well. And Phillies, it's just been the case this season series. The Nationals have had a lot of leads over the Phillies, and not too many of those leads have held. So we'll see what happens in that one tonight. Cardinals, Yankees was a wild game yesterday. I had the Yankees run line. I mean, down 6-0. They tie it up. They take the lead. I'm thinking, man, there's a small chance they score a run in the 8th, get that run line cover. How about a 13-7 outright loss? Just a wacky game. McGreevy was shaky, but only gave up 2 runs. You're lucky there, Mr. Francis.
I know. I was keeping
a lot of wall scrapers and a lot of warning track flyouts, but he did end up giving up just the 1 home run.
Yeah, that ERA just went up just a little. I think we're getting close though. I don't love it.
Yep. It's getting scary. And then we've got the Marlins and the Braves. Going to be Ryan Gusto and Grant Holmes in that one. For me, I like the Yankees to bounce back. I like, when you saw Luis Garcia home run in his debut at the Yankees, this is a better offense now. Hunter Dobbins, not my favorite option for St. Louis. Weathers, I think, has a good matchup here against St. Louis, and I think Weathers has a really good second half of the year. First half, I mentioned this on the rundown, Weathers had food poisoning twice. He had making his debut with a team like the Yankees, his first few starts at Yankee Stadium and the bright lights in New York, never easy for anybody, especially when you have food poisoning. And when you have your first baby, who was actually born early by a few days. So there was a lot going on for Ryan Weathers in that first half of the year. That food poisoning lingered for a while. He lost a lot of weight. I think now, after the All-Star break, in the second half of the season, should be a much better half of the year for Weathers, who's got good underlying numbers. I think the Yankees get to Dobbins in this Cardinals bullpen and get a run line cover in that one. Anything for you, Mr. Francis?
Yeah, for Cardinals Yankees, actually like an under. After a 20-run game yesterday, I want to fade these bats. It was supposed to be Palante when I handicapped the game last night. Now it's Dobbins. kind of wish it was Palante, but like you said, man, Ryan Weathers, he hasn't been bad. I feel like he's gotten better as the season's progressed. I still don't trust his Cardinals lineup. Like I said, I just think yesterday's game was fluky. So I think we see a lower scoring game. I think we see, both these starters go pretty long here, and we see an under. And then, look, you're going to give me plus 250 with the Nationals. I think it's worth the sprinkle. I mean, minus 280 for minus 260, whatever it's at for the Phillies. Is that crazy, Ron?
I don't know. Have you seen Carson Palmquist?
It's baseball, though.
It's baseball, yeah. I mean,
like Jesus Luzardo is decent.
I think he's more than decent.
I think he's good.
Elite.
Is he No. Is he minus 270? Is Jesus Luzardo minus 275
against Carson Palmquist, a minor league pitcher? Yeah.
I disagree, man. I think this is worth a sprinkle on the Nationals. Look, should the Phillies win this game? Could the Phillies win this game? Will the Phillies win this game? Probably, but I don't think they should be laying this price. This is just absolutely nuts. So sprinkle with the Nationals. And then what's the third one?
It was Marlins Braves.
Marlins Braves. Interesting. I like the Braves. I kind of feel this game, I feel the same as the Guardians game. Like the Braves are the play. I do like the Braves here. It's just minus 150. I'm a bit outpriced. Miami, yeah, you're coming off a nice little series win against the Mets, but still don't trust this team on the road. I don't. 8 games below 500 on the road, 3 games above 500 this season overall. So that just tells you the night and day difference. The Braves have just been so damn good at home this season. It would be the Braves for me, but like I said, just a bit outpriced at that number.
All right. We move on.
Minus 280 for Jesus Luzardo. What is going on, man?
I mean, how should I word this? Luzardo can be a minus 280 pitcher if it's the right matchup. And you're up against a minor league pitcher and a bad bullpen that we just saw blow another game in this season series. Not only did they not win the game, they didn't cover the run line, and they lost by 3 runs, 6-3. I mean, it was Nationals 3-0 the whole first 2 hours of that game into the 7th inning. And then all of a sudden it's 6-3 Phillies, and they have the game all wrapped up. Yeah. So even if Luzardo is shaky against a tough Nationals lineup, you still got to sweat out that Nationals bullpen, which I think the Phillies can tee off against. I think this could be an ugly one. I would go Philadelphia, extendo, Jovan style, lay 2.5 runs just to get some plus money. It could be one of those games where it's like you blink and it's 14-6 in the 8th inning. So,
yeah, I mean, if you're going to take the Phillies, that's the way to do it. Also, James Wood is out for the Nationals. That is a hit there in that lineup.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. And like Matt, it's just an opener, and then you've got another minor league pitcher right behind him in Zach Littell.
I'll put some respect on Zach Littell's name.
Oh no, there's no respect needed.
He's had a lot of good innings in this league, Ron.
Have you seen his numbers against his current Phillies lineup?
No,
it's not good. This is like a bingo card. Harper home run, Schwarber home run, Stott home run. You could just pick your poison. But we move on. We've got the White Sox and the Red Sox. Davis Martin and Patrick Sandoval are the listed starters there. We've got the Twins and the Royals, the same pitching matchup we saw last week. Joe Ryan and Randy Dobnik. That was a Royals win. Outright as a big-time road dog. This time the Twins are road favorites, minus 150 or so. And the Buccos and the Brewers, Jared Jones, Logan Henderson, similar price to what we saw in yesterday's game, which ended up going to the Pirates. We'll see. Jones is in good form. Henderson's in good form as well. Pretty good pitching matchup. And we'll see what happens in that NL Central rivalry. Brad, what do you like in these 3?
This Randy Dobnik cat has been pretty damn good, hasn't he?
Yeah, so far, sure.
Yeah, okay. Look, man, I know it's Joe Ryan, and that's why this is priced like this. But Joe Ryan coming off back-to-back tough starts. I don't know if I would love to lay 140 with the Twins here on the road. I would actually lean Royals at this price, but I do like an under here. I do like an under. Dobnik, like I said, great. Actually, you know what? Let's switch it up. Let's go first 5 under. Because both these bullpens are miserable, but you could get a first 5 under 5 flat right now. I think that's not a bad play. Joe Ryan, after 2 bad starts, I think he comes out here and pitches much better. And like I said, Dobnik's been solid. So like a first 5 under. Also, first game for Kansas City out of Coors. Their offense isn't great to begin with. I think that's a lower scoring game to start out. If it opens up, it's going to be later in the game. Give me the Red Sox. I'm going to take the Red Sox. Look, man, this has been the best team in baseball over what, month and a half. Just swept the Dodgers. Yeah, you're going to have to pay up a little bit of juice here, but Sandoval's been decent. Davis Martin's been, this White Sox most reliable option, but he struggled on the road. He struggled on the road this season. So I would continue to roll with the Red Sox here. Don't want to overthink it.
Yeah. I would lean that way as well. Martin just regressing a bit and not been great on the road. I think it's a good matchup for Boston. But for me, I think that first 5 under is going to be dicey for Mr. Brad. I think that Randy Dobnik in big trouble today. He's pitched well so far. That's the key words. Just like McGreevy, just like Martinez so far. Dobnik, a 1.04 ERA in his first 26 innings at the major league level this season, but a 4.59 expected ERA. This is his former team. They're seeing him for the second time in the same week. A pitcher like Dobnik just doesn't fare well in these spots too often. Like you said, the Royals coming off the Coors Field. I mean, for me, I think that Joe Ryan going to be a lot better than what we just saw. I mean, it's really surprising to see what I thought he was tipping his pitches in that Guardians game where he gave up 6 home runs. And then he really wasn't that much better in the next start against these Royals. But he's got solid numbers overall in his career against KC. He's going to be better than what we saw. And I think the Twins light up Dobnik in a Twins win and run line cover. Give me Minnesota in that one.
Interesting.
The first 5 team total over for the Twins. Maybe
really?
We can get 4-0 Twins at the first 5 so we can cash both.
All right, we'll see. Put some respect on Dobnik's name, man.
No, thank you.
He's going to prove you wrong once again.
I'd be surprised. It's going to be an ugly one.
Really?
This one's bring your glove to the ballpark type of game, in my opinion. All right, we've got the much anticipated Dodgers debut of Tarek Skubal. He'll be facing Javier Assad for the Cubbies. Dodgers are minus 220 on the road now at Wrigley Field against a Cubs team. It's 15 games above 500. You don't see that too often, but Skubal, a 2-time Cy Young winner against the ultimate equalizer, as I call him, Javier Assad. 8:05 Eastern for that one. We've got the Giants and the Rangers. Going to be Mackenzie Gore for the Rangers and Blade Tidwell for the Giants. Probably more of an opener. Could go a few innings for San Francisco. And then the Blue Jays and Astros, Trey Savage, Hayden Wesneski. For me, we're going to go to that Dodgers-Cubs game. I just don't see the Cubs competing enough. I don't think they can do enough against Skubal to keep this game close because I think the Dodgers have a big day against Assad. I think it's a field day for him. Assad's another guy I think will regress quite a bit in the second half of the year. Just doesn't really miss too many bats, gives up a lot of sharp contact. It's just a bad matchup for a pitcher like Assad against this Dodgers team where there's just no easy outs. There's no gimme outs. It's top to bottom, just tough ABs. And I think that Assad's in trouble. I think Skubal has a good outing. It's a tough lineup. I mean, the Cubs are a good lineup against lefties. We saw it yesterday against Wroblewski. It's not going to be, just a cakewalk, but Skubal is still one of the most elite pitchers in baseball. I think he puts together close to a quality start, and the Dodgers walk away with the run line cover. Brad, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm kind of with that with the Dodgers, but it's not me wanting to back really Skubal in this spot. It is a fate of Assad. I do think Skubal is going to get touched up a little bit in this one. I mean, just with all the drama, now you're just quick turnaround. You're pitching in with this your new team in Wrigley, going against a team that's good, hitting off lefties, a little bit of wind blowing out as well. So look, the Dodgers are going to win this game, but it's not going to be because of Skubal. So I like the Dodgers run line. Dodgers minus half a run in the first 5, but I do like an over here. I think we see some runs. I like a Cubs team total over as well. I think it's at 3.5 right now. That's pretty crazy, especially with some wind blowing out, like I said. So win a little bit everywhere in that game, but I think the Dodgers do win, but I think the Cubs have some success. So I don't know what's more crazy, Jesus Luzardo, a minus 280 pitcher, or Mackenzie Gore, a minus 200 pitcher. It's mind-boggling if you ask me. Mackenzie Gore sucks. Mackenzie Gore has done this. No, he's done this every year because I was a Mackenzie Gore guy when he was with the Nationals. He starts off hot, and then as the season goes on, he just fizzles and fizzles and fizzles out. Do I want to take the Giants, though? No. So I just wanted to say that. I just think that line's absolutely crazy. I would say the value does lie with the Giants, but don't know if I could press that button. Yeah. Give me an over. I think someone said that in the comments. Yeah, I like that over. Who said that? Dakota?
That was Dakota, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that. Tidwell, he's going to get hit. And then, like I said, Mackenzie Gore is a liability. It's as simple as that. So I like an over there. And then what was the last one, Ron?
It was the Blue Jays Astros.
Yeah, I was on the Astros yesterday. Shane Bieber, vintage start. Looked great. Going back to the Astros in this one, I am. Look, yes, you could give the starting pitching edge to Toronto. I would accept that. Trey Savage over Wesneski. But other than that, man, I still like how this Astros team is trending. There's been a lot of talk, the Rangers are going to win the AOS. The Rangers are going to win the AOS. No. The Houston Astros are going to win the AOS. They're still the top dog in this division. And I think they bounce back in this one.
Is that you mocking me, Mr. Francis?
I mean, I might just be mocking you.
Okay.
I mean, has your opinion changed over the last week?
Listen, I took the Rangers at plus 300 to win the AL West, knowing that it's less than 50% chance going to happen. So Rangers to win the AL West, I like the bet. Am I going to project it that it's guaranteed? No. But I still am okay with my bet because the Rangers were in first place for a while. When I bet it, they weren't. They were in, I think, third or second place by a good margin. It was, for me, a fade of the Seattle Mariners. And where are the Mariners? 3 games below 500. Mm-hmm. So, yes, the Astros kind of spoiled the party, but they looked pretty lousy yesterday. So it's not over yet. I think that the Rangers, not dead. It's not over yet. Astros looked pretty awful yesterday.
Yeah. Fair. So, gun to your head, you would still go Rangers?
At the price, yes.
Okay.
If I had who's going to win, yeah, I'll take the first place team if you want to give me even odds. But at the price, I'm going to take plus 300 with the Rangers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With all that being said, give me the Astros on the money line today. They're bouncing back.
All right. See a lot of BBB. Bring Briggs back. He'll be back when he's ready. He's more than welcome anytime. But let's not spam it. It's up to him, but he'll be back.
Yeah, we all want Briggs back too. Trust me.
Yeah, I've got BBB tattooed on me.
Same. I got my appointment today.
There you go.
Getting on
Hopefully it doesn't have any other meetings, and I just put that on the internet. But we'll see.
It could be big baller brand.
There you go.
LeVar Ball. Yeah, that's my
Never
guy.
lost. Yeah. All right. We continue. We've got the Rays and the Rockies. It's going to be Freddie Peralta, like you said, making his Rays debut. Gabriel Hughes for the Rockies. Got the Padres and the D-backs. Randy Vasquez, Eduardo Rodriguez for that one. And then the finale was going to be Casey Mize for the Detroit Tigers, but he was the buzzer-beating trade yesterday with the deadline. He's not going to be the starter. I don't know who's going to pitch for the Tigers here. Emerson Hancock for Seattle. You have any idea who's going to pitch today for Detroit?
I don't. Yeah. Still seeing undecided. Or
game.
No, you know what? It might be Troy Melton actually.
Okay, I thought Melton was going to go tomorrow, but he could get bumped up today.
Yeah,
we'll see. But the Mariners are minus 135 in that one. That price would make sense if Melton was the starter. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But for me, in this final time slot, Gabriel Hughes, I worry about him in this spot. Anytime you see a young pitcher that, he wasn't really considered a top pitching prospect. He had good numbers in the minors that brought him up because they needed him. He pitched well in his first few games in his debut, but he still wasn't somebody that had electric stuff that was, a lot of anticipation about going into his debut. And when you see these guys who really have no tape, no scouting report going into these, 4th and 5th starts now, the tape is starting to build up. Scouting reports getting girthy. I think that the Rays can get to him. This is a team that does a good job at picking apart young pitchers. They've done that throughout the last decade or so. You've got Freddie Peralta, who's, it's been a rough season for him, but this is the type of team that can really create something out of nothing when it comes to pitching. We see it with Nick Martinez. I think that that Freddie P can put together a decent outing. The Rays, they had a great day offensively. I was wondering what we were going to see from a team like Tampa that doesn't really go to Coors Field too often. It's only in interleague matchups every few years. They had 15 hits, 13 runs. They only struck out 3 times. They were 6 of 14 with runners in scoring position. So I'm not worried about this Rays offense and Coors. Give me the Rays in that one on the run line. And I lean towards the over as well. And Padres D-backs, hitter-friendly ballpark. 2 pitchers I think that will regress quite a bit. And we already saw from Randy Vasquez. Erod is just, he's a fly ball pitcher. He doesn't really miss a lot of bats, but he still gives up a lot of contact. And I think some of these Padres batters like Fernando Tatis, Machado, they've had some decent numbers against them in the past. I look for them to have big days. I even took Tatis over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI on the rundown. So I think he's a player prop I would look at. I see you smirking over there, Brad. Did you not like when I said girthy for the Rays?
Yes, he said that's a girthy scouting report. That is one of the most insane sentences that's ever been said on the PickDawgz morning show.
I guess I could have said lengthy, but I think girthy fits there as well.
Yeah, girthy is just it's just a crazy word. You just don't hear it often in the streets, but it's
there you go.
Yeah.
Now you heard it.
Is it my turn?
It sure is. Go ahead.
Look, man, like I said, I think Freddie Peralta with the Tampa Bay Rays, I think we're about to see something. I think we're about to see a resurgence. I just think that Mets team is cursed. Anyone who walks through that door is in for a rude awakening. I like an under here in Tampa Bay, Colorado. Kind of similar to the Yankees-Cardinals game. We saw a crazy amount of runs in yesterday's game. I think this one's going to be a little bit more sleepy. Freddie Peralta, a guy who relies a lot on his fastball. I think he does a decent job in Coors. I don't think he gets absolutely smoked here. And then Hughes hasn't been bad. I know Ron, kind of just shitting on Hughes, but I kind of like him. So I'll take an under 11 in that one. And then I'm on the D-backs. The D-backs pulled it out last night, right? Pause. Let's see. Yeah, they won 5-1.
Mr. Pause. There you go.
Yeah. So the thing about the Padres, yes, they've looked good, but look who they've played. Okay, you beat up on the Giants at home, cool. The series before that, you beat up on the Rockies at home, cool. So, yes, the Padres are playing better, but let's pump the brakes. I think the Diamondbacks' little hot streak and improvements are a bit more impressive than the Padres. And Erod, say what you want about him, but we're in early August, and the man has a 2.48 ERA. I think the verdict is out. Erod is that guy. I think we've all kind of expected him to have his regression. It hasn't came yet. And I only have to pay $1.15 with the D-backs here. Going against Mr. Randy Vasquez, that's where I'm at. I'll be on the D-backs in this one.
Just know that Ron always.
Mm-hmm. What are Erod's expected numbers? Are they still dog shit?
They're miserable. Yeah, and here's the thing. Ron always gets the last laugh. So we know McGreevy has regressed in a big way. We know Martinez just gave up 4 moonshots, 6 runs this last start to the White Sox. 3 of those were 400-foot plus blasts. And then you look at Erod. He's like the last guy on the list for me. 2.48 ERA. 4.8 expected ERA. 2 runs steeper. xFIP at 4.6. Let's see a Sierra. That's another one I don't really talk about too often, but that's like the best statistic for a pitcher. 4.88. He's just, he's got 6 Ks per 9. He's getting a lot of fly ball outs. He's got a great defensive outfield. Corbin Carroll, they can make some plays out there. Good for him. He's pitching, to his strengths with this Diamondbacks defense. But I'm telling you, when it matters most, these are the types of guys that get blown up, and Ron goes on Twitter and gets the last laugh. So it's happened to McGreevy. It's happening to Martinez. Get ready for that Coors Field game tomorrow. Bring a glove if you're going to that one, Mr.
I actually am going to that game.
You are?
I'm gonna go to that game.
Oh my God, that's the best.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't bring gloves to games though. That's
no, I know.
Yeah. We do that to the children. Yeah.
Get ready to give some of the souvenirs away because you're gonna get some. Are you sitting in home run seats?
No, I don't know. I haven't bought my tickets yet. I usually just buy the cheapest tickets and then I go wherever because it's a daytime game and no one's there. So
yeah,
I'm one of those guys.
I had to change the word to souvenirs because I was about to say get ready to give some balls to kids, but
yeah, I know. Yeah, after you drop girthy on the show, we can't.
Yeah, I can't. Once I said that, I can't. I'm not allowed to say that. I do. I know Marcus said not a word I'd use in public or talking to another guy.
Yeah,
fair. I take it back. We're gonna redact that statement from Ron. No more girthy scouting reports.
I'm catching that shit raw.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I think we've talked about it in the past. You catch a ball, it goes to a kid.
It goes to the kid. Yes, that is just a stand-up move to do. Cool. It's a cool little souvenir. You could look at it, but it's a baseball. It's a baseball, man. Yeah. It would make a kid's day. It may make a kid's year. That's more important. So yeah.
Unless it's a historic ball, that's when I'm keeping it and taking my rewards.
Yes,
Like,
if I can make some money,
3,000 hit, yeah.
yeah. I got bills. I got people to feed. Like if it could make me some money, sure. But if not,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Nobody wants trying to think of a Rocky Jake McCarthy home run.
Or
It's nice.
a Hunter Goodman or Ezekiel Tovar. You
There
don't
you go,
want that
Tovar.
shit.
Yeah. How about Michael Tolia? Not in the league this year, but Big Mike. All right, that's
but
baseball.
we were talking about Erod. Okay.
Oh, right, Erod.
So I hear what you're saying. I didn't know his expected numbers were still that bad. So you did just think? I mean, I don't think it's going to happen against the Padres, though. I don't. I still look at this Padres lineup as just a miserable hunk of shit, honestly.
Well, here's the thing. You look at some of the other numbers for Erod. So he's got a 258 BABIP, which is batting average for balls put into play. The league average is about 300. So anything above 300, it's fair to say your pitcher's getting a bit unlucky because the balls are just finding the outfield. They're finding hits, and it's nothing really. The defense, good defense will help you out, but league average 300. If you're above that, you've been a bit unlucky, and you should see those numbers regress to the mean. Erod's is at 258, so it's about 40 points below the league average. He's been getting fortunate. These balls have found gloves. He's been able to make outs when most pitchers wouldn't. The strikeout rate's low. The walk rate is still pretty steep, 3 walks per 9. He's also at an 8% home run to fly ball ratio, which is the lowest of his career. His career average is 11%. He's at 8.5%. That doesn't seem like a lot, but a 3% difference is huge for that statistic. He's got an 85.8% left on base percentage, which is the highest of his career by far. His career average is 74.5%. So the percentage of batters or runners on base that he's leaving on base, 86%. It's just not sustainable for a long time frame. Maybe in a 2026 season, that 1 year is not really that large of a sample size. But how many times have we seen pitchers have one good year and then fizzle out the rest of their career? It's not crazy. So it can even happen to a veteran like this, where he has a one good season, he gets a big payday, and then he goes back to the Erod we're used to seeing. So it's nothing personal, but I do think Erod, when it matters most, is going to be in trouble. It may not be to a team like San Diego, not a great offense, but it's going to happen. When you see these types of matchups against the Dodgers or at Coors, that's when you're really going to see Erod. He's not an elite pitcher, despite those elite numbers. And if he was, where would he be on those? Why isn't he a top option as a National League Cy Young winner? Like, what are the odds for Erod to win the Cy Young? Probably miserable, even though he's got one of the best ERAs in the league.
Hey, can't argue with what you're saying. You're bringing up facts. I can't argue with what you're saying.
We've got some fights going on in the chat today. A lot of bickering.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah, it's just Matt Conley's getting into the mix too. And,
that's what I like. Let's go, Conley. So what's the play tomorrow? Is it just Rocky's money line? Is it Rocky's team total over? Is it full game over?
It's all of those, all the above, and then some. That's what I think, because you got Sugano going for the Rockies, so he can give it up too. But he's been good as of late. So I think Rockies to win, Rockies team total, full game over. We'll see.
If I could get a Nick Martinez autograph and send it to you, would you like that, or just keep that?
I love it. Yeah, I actually saw Martinez pitch last year at Citi Field for David Wright's Hall of Fame ceremony.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I was like, can't wait to see Martinez, and you know what? He delivered. He pitched well in that game. Reds won that game outright. So
okay,
he got me. That was he's like, oh, Ron's in the crowd, I better show up, and that's what happened.
He watches the rundown for sure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. But that's Major League Baseball. We'll go to the WNBA. We just got one game. It's the Toronto Tempo. Let's go Tempo, and the Golden State Valkyries. I have a premium play on the side in this one. I would lean towards the over, though. I think that we've seen Golden State, great defensive team, but we've given up some good amount of points, 90 plus in 2 of the last 3. Tempo had a rough day from the perimeter in that last matchup. I think they'll be sharper there, but this Golden State team can pretty much score at will. So I think we go over the total. It's a pretty low one, the high 160s. We don't see a lot of those in the W these days. A lot of them have been in the 180s. But give me the over in that one, Tempo Valkyries. Anything for you in this one?
Yeah, so my play of the day on Sunday was the Valkyries laying 13.5. And this is a spot I would usually want to take the Tempo. A quick rematch, quick revenge spot after just losing on Sunday, but that is not the case. I actually think this game's going to look worse than Sunday's game. I think Golden State puts belt to ass. Look, we saw Golden State win that game by 17 on Sunday. They didn't play their best game. They didn't play great. And honestly, I thought the tempo played pretty damn well, and they still won by 17. I think this is a 20-plus point blowout win from the Valkyries. The tempo are terrible. They are unraveling right in front of our eyes. They have no interior presence. I think the tempo right now are the worst team in the WNBA. They had some wins earlier in the season, but right now in current form, I think the tempo are the worst team in the WNBA. And I think the Valkyries are one of the best teams in the WNBA, to be honest with you. And this is a team I trust at home. So, yeah, I'm laying it once again. Give me the Valkyries minus 12.5, 13.5, whatever you get it at. This is going to be a stomping.
All right. Now we've escalated to bars from Matt Conley. Not going to read that one, but
me in the chat. Wow.
Yeah, it's getting interesting. It's getting heated.
Okay, I like it, Matt. You know, stand up for yourself, Matt.
Huh? I'm on Raul's side.
Really?
I think it's. I'm Switzerland. I'm not taking it. So
it's
two guys
New York,
I respect.
New York blood in you.
Yeah, I gotta respect Raul, but of course I love myself some Matt Conley as well.
Yeah,
he's the Buccos fan club with me.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, that's the W, and that's everything we've got to cook up a two-man PrizePicks lineup. Can we get a two-man PrizePicks?
This shit's 100% hitting. Like,
all right,
I have no doubt.
We got it.
We have no Brian Baylor giving out home run plays. You know, like
I know.
Yeah.
Take Gunnar Henderson at a home run. Yeah, no, you're not.
To be honest, I haven't even looked at the PrizePicks slate yet.
Okay, I'll go
Some
first.
might say I'm unprofessional, but don't worry, guys.
I'd say you are a little bit.
I think if we calculated everyone's PrizePicks hit rate percentage-wise, I think I'd be number one. But I do a lot of goblins. So
yeah, Brad loves goblin.
I do love goblins. Let's see.
All right. Goblin. Yeah. I'm going to go with Masataka Yoshida. More than 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. You look at Yoshida against Davis Martin. Not a ton of at-bats because Martin's a pretty young pitcher, but he's got 5 plate appearances, no Ks, so he hasn't struck out. He's got a hit and 3 official at-bats with a 424 expected batting average, 836 expected slug. He's hit the ball and seen the ball well against them. I think he has a solid days coming off the home run against the Dodgers. He had a good July, OPS in the 800s. Give me Yoshida, more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. You found your play, Brad?
Oh, I'm looking. Look, I'm not going to lie. Pete Alonso over half a base is really catching my eye here. Okay. Pete Alonso's getting a base today, right, Ron?
Yeah,
I
sure
can
is.
hear you. You said yes?
I said he sure is. Yes.
Lock that shit in. Let's go.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Let's lock it in. 20 pays 46. Just something to see one going through the net. Just got 2-man. Don't have to go crazy. It's Yoshida. It's Alonso. A little bankroll builder, if you will, for this PrizePicks lineup. Check it out. PrizePicks running a brand new offer. If you play and win your first $5 lineup, which could be this one, you win $150. Check it out. There's a link in the description. Use the code HMA. I like that one. That's just a nice little bankroll builder. You know?
Yeah.
Something you can throw in on the ladder challenge too if you wanted. I know you still doing those ladder challenge videos.
Yes, sir. Yeah, everyone check out the ladder challenge, doing a little bit different this time. I hit on my last 2, so we're climbing. We are climbing.
Yeah. Well, we're climbing on PickDawgz Premium as well. I'm not. I've been pretty cold last week. It's been a rough week for me in Major League Baseball, but it's going to happen over the course of a long season. Trust the process, bounce back. I've got my rundown best bet today. I'm playing the WNBA on the side in that Tempo Valkyries game. What do you have today, Mr. Francis, at PickDawgz Premium? I know you've been red hot.
Yeah, number 1 on the side in the last 7 days, up the last 7, up the last 60, and up the last 90 days. So been pretty consistent. We've cashed in on 7, or we've had a winning day in 7 of our last 9 days. So we're gonna keep it going today. I got 5 total. I got 5 total. My best bet is in the MLB. I love it a lot, but I would just jump on the 5-pack. I would get all my plays today. It's 4 MLB, 1 WNBA. It's going to be a big one. Team me up with Ron. Because Ron's about to go on a heater. I already know. So check it out, guys.
This is August is usually a very strong month for me. Second half of baseball season is usually strong, especially into the postseason. So, yeah, it's not been my best year overall, but I feel pretty good about the end of the season. Similar to last year, we had a tough start, unbelievable finish. We cashed the Dodgers World Series ticket plus 500 when they were in the wild card series. So, I think teaming me up with the guy who's red hot, Brad Francis, not a bad idea at all. Check it out, those multi-capper passes. But also, I wanted to take some time to talk a little bit about what we've got going with our Pick Dawgz community coming up. I mentioned it a little bit yesterday, but you can share a little bit more details. It's basically said it's going to be similar to if Facebook, YouTube, and Discord had a baby. This is what this community is going to be like, where you can chat, you can watch content. It's like the best of both worlds, and it's all going to be bonus content that you're not going to get on our YouTube channel. Any more details you can share, Brad, about this Pick Dawgz community, which is going to be called Pick Dawgz Doghouse?
Yes, the Doghouse. I'm super excited for this. Yeah, man, I just think having the chat for all you guys to talk to us throughout the day, and there's going to be a live bet chat as well, and we've been coming up with content ideas that overall I think are going to be great. I know for some people, the premiums aren't for everyone, but if you join this group, I think overall it'll make you a better. So yeah, man, super excited for it, and ready to start working on it.
Yeah, and I've heard that over the years. There's some people that say like, "Hey, a big fan of the show, love the rundown, love the morning show. I just don't have the budget to play every day and premium plays and even just regular sports bets to begin with. I don't have the bankroll for it quite yet, but I still want to support you for all the free content that you've done. Here's a way. This community is going to be a cheaper price point for our subscription, and we're going to have even a better deal coming up in the next couple of weeks for our founding fathers list of the first few people in our community. It's a perfect way to support the team for all we do on YouTube and the website. Talk to other members, diehard fans of Pick Dawgz. Talk to us as well, and like I said, get that bonus content. It's going to be a lot of fun stuff. We're already planning some cool videos we're going to record next week for the NFL season. So more information as we get it, but really excited about that Pick Dawgz Doghouse. Should be a fun thing to do for the rest of the season. And I think in football, especially all the bonus videos we're going to do, some futures, some win totals. I think you guys are going to really like it.
Yeah,
check it out. Now, one moment. I'll be right back.
Oh shit! What's he gonna do? I'm trying to think. What is Ron about to pull up his sleeve right now? What is this man about to pull up his sleeve?
What is he going to do? Let's see. Nothing crazy. I wanted to talk about Miami Mitch, the betting badass from Kerry Wilson. Got my copy. What a great story. I mean, this is not just a book for sports bettors. This is a book for anybody. This is like the classic underdog story. I learned so much about Mitch in it. Kerry did a great job. Make sure you guys check it out. We're going to have a link in the description. You can get it at Amazon. We ask if you do pick it up at Amazon, leave a verified review. Those really help a ton. And it's #1 in sports betting at Amazon for books this week. So it's incredible. You guys are awesome. Check it out. Kerry did a great job.
I second that.
Yeah.
Great story.
What a great book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, I'm even featured in it a little bit too.
Yeah.
Now I could say I'm, what would you say? Featured in a sports novel.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. So check it out. The betting
Mitch
Miami Mitch.
Or not Mitch. Kerry and Roof are in Vegas this week.
Right.
Yeah. Promoting the book. They're doing I think they're doing a podcast with someone or something. So it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. But yeah, Mitch is the GOAT. We continue to live on his legacy, and appreciate each and every one of you for supporting us, sticking around. And we still got, like I said, the Doghouse is just one of the ideas we have for keep carrying on and keep doing some big things at Pick Dawgz. So appreciate each and every one of you. But we've gone over our plays. We talked about PrizePicks. We did our PrizePicks lineup. Talked about some other things. We still have one thing left, and I did my parlay song yesterday. Jeremy said he was turned on a little bit after I did it. So I was proud of that. Let's see what you got, Brad. What's your parlay song for today?
Is it like the same one Jay does, or did you make up your own?
No, it's just I did mine a little bit more sensual, but yeah.
All right. Parlay, parlay, parlay.
Okay, little pitchy,
I'm not a great singer, dude.
That's okay. It's no problem. Let me know in the comments whose parlay song you preferred, me or Brad. We know Jay is the GOAT when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But at least for the second place, let me know. But what do you got for a parlay today?
Oh shit! Now I'm off track. No, I know where I'm going with. There's been a lot of E-Rod slander on this show from Mr. Romanelli. Throw that out the window. Is the regression coming soon? It might be, but it's not going to be in this one. He's going to absolutely deal. Give me the Diamondbacks on the money line. I did that whole spiel because I'm looking for the second play. Let's see. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, this is easy. It's Reds money line, Diamondbacks money line. Simple as that.
All right. 2-teamer. I'm going to roll with. Let's go with Dodgers money line, Yankees money line. Get that square box ready. Dodgers money line, Yankees money line, and Rangers money line.
Minus 200 Mackenzie Gore.
Square parlay. I like it.
Marcus asked about a survivor pool. I know Ron was talking about in the doghouse doing some survivor pool content. So
all right, there you go. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a weekly survivor pool picks video in the doghouse exclusive. Not going to be on YouTube. So that's just one of the added bonuses to signing up for the PickDawgz doghouse. But like I said, more information on that pretty soon.
I'm also going to do some fantasy football content. I don't know how I feel about it because Mitch always hated on fantasy football, right? He was not a fantasy guy.
No,
he'd be rolling in his grave. So I don't know, but I think that would be cool.
Yeah, but he started to change his tune with player props.
Yeah,
it's just the game has changed quite a bit. Player props are now a lot more popular with PrizePicks, and so I think that he's starting to change his tune, but definitely not the most fantasy friendly type of guy. He liked watching the game. And I understand like it does change the way you watch games because you're rooting for players rather than teams. And like, even if you have a bet on a team, but a fantasy player on the other side, you're rooting for them to do well, but also your bet to hit. So I understand it just makes it a tricky watch. It's more of the casual fan in his eyes for fantasy, but
yeah. For me, I keep a rule. I one team a year. A lot of people will have like their work league, their friends league, family league. And it's like, then at that point, it's just a shit show. It's like, who do you cheer for? I've done a bunch of leagues. Now it's just, I got my main league and that's it. So
I agree. I was in 2. I commissioned 1, and I was in another one that I've been in for a long time, but I had to say I can't do it anymore. It's just too much. Too much tracking, too much work. It's just, especially what I do, with football season to begin with. So I had to just yesterday put in my resignation. It was a sad day. I've been in that league for 15 years. So,
wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It's better though, because then you have like your guys, like that's your team. Like, no one else has them. Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm. It's good. So, Eduardo Rodriguez or Jerry Jeudy? Who do you take, Brad?
We're taking E-Rod.
Yeah, I'll take Jerry Jeudy. Deerfield Beach product.
Oh, okay.
We out you, man. We out you.
Where's Jerry Jeudy these days?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. Is he still a Brown?
He's somewhere.
Let's see. Jerry Jeudy. What a name. Yeah, he's still a Brown.
He's still a Brown? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. We appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. Tomorrow it'll be Brad hosting the show. He'll be hosting Thursday as well. Any final thoughts, Brad?
It's been a good one, Ron. It's been a good one, man. Hope you have a good Tuesday. Hope everyone in here has a good Tuesday. Let's make some money today.
Yeah, let's do it. Now do it with me. You ready? Peace and love. Peace and love. Good luck, everybody.